cuteness alert. I hope you have your like cute receptors on. This is a really cute story. Saudi Arabia announced the discovery of the largest sea turtle nesting site in Saudi waters, located at the Four Sisters Islands in the Red Sea. And there are a ton of photos of these turtles nesting at these newly discovered sites on the islands, the Four Sister Islands there. It's really cute. These are like really small baby turtles. So enjoy. The announcement was made by the General Organization for the Conservation of Coral Reefs and Marine Turtles in the Red Sea. That's a mouthful. So they go by the acronym SHAMS, which I believe means sunlight or sunshine in Arabic. Look at me. The discovery is the sun. Okay, sorry. So I missed it. Dang. So this, okay,
close.
So close. So this is significant because, first of all, it is a significant discovery of these nesting sites. But Saudi Arabia is interested in and invested in preserving marine wildlife and the natural habitat of the Red Sea, not just for conservation purposes, but because it fits into their green initiative, and also because they're developing many resort destinations. We've talked about them, Sindala, the Red Sea, and they want visitors to experience the Red Sea as you have described it so perfectly, Dr. Hannah, in previous episodes. It's just being incredibly blue and clear and beautiful and natural. So the Four Sisters Islands are really cool. I didn't know about them. Marmar, Dahreb, Malathu, and Jadir. I'm so sorry for just absolutely destroying those names, but those are the Four Sister Islands that was sort of like recently discovered as like, whoa, this is like the place for sea turtles. And there's a high concentration of them on these islands, these nesting sites. So they have designated those 4 islands as a species management area to basically keep boaters and other people out so that the turtles can nest naturally. To date, over 2,500 turtle nests have been recorded on these islands, which is a lot. And that establishes them as a crucial breeding ground for endangered sea turtles in the Red Sea. So it's totally protected off. In the Red Sea total, over 180 nesting sites have been identified. So let me just make sure that it gets clarified. 2,500 turtle nests have been recorded on these islands. And then there are 180 nesting sites, which can have many nests in the Red Sea, have been identified. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is sort of like, I mean, this is a dual interest for Saudi Arabia. You have the green initiative, you have a real effort to plant things like not Mandalorian. Why am I saying that? It's like a type mangrove.
Mangroves?
Yeah. So, mangroves.
Also Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Heads in 2 places. You have these mangrove trees that they're planting all up and down the coast to keep erosion down and keep the sea clean. But then you also have an interest in tourism. You want people to see how it was and how it can be. It's a type of thing that Saudis don't get credit for because what people just don't know. But like, that's a real effort. And KAUST is doing a lot of stuff with this too. The King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, which is just north of Jeddah. They have a terrific program for this. This is a cool discovery. Congrats to them. That's really awesome.
Very cool discovery. And I just looked up the names of the 4 sisters. So you didn't do too bad because the names are strange even in Arabic. Marmar. Yeah, Marmar. Dahreb, Malathu, and Jadir. Or Jadir. I'm not sure. See,
I'd give myself like a B minus on those pronunciations.
Definitely, no, definitely. Okay. And I don't pronounce my Arabic R's properly anyways. So, I can't really say Marmar properly either. So anyway, I have a slight twang when the R's sound too American.
Actually, can I ask you about that? So like, I've heard you speak. Okay. So like, obviously your mother tongue, Arabic, and I've heard you speak it and I'm like, whoa, like that's amazing. But like, are others like, hey, like there's something a little off about Hannah's Arabic? Do they say that? Or is it just like one, just a few things?
It's the R's, but a lot of people have the problem. It has nothing to do with my, kind of, it doesn't have to do with my English. It's just I have that speech impediment sort of in Arabic. So I don't roll my R's the way you're supposed to. I was told by a speech therapist that it's possible to learn how to do that, but I didn't really feel like I wanted to put in the effort because everybody my whole life told me that it was cute and I should just keep it.
Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So
that's good. I like how we're just like discovering that episode 35, news item 4. That's what we're getting to. It's really funny.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
So the other thing just to mention about this, and I knew this about sea turtles because there are a lot of them in the US and around the world, but they come back to the same site every year, which is amazing because they have like a, internal radar. Like how do they find these islands every year? And then they go out into the sea, which is, I love stuff like that where you're like, there's no real explanation on how they do it. They just do it, Pretty amazing. Nature, man.
Nature is amazing.
Yeah. I want to see these islands. We got to go to the Red Sea. Let's do an episode from the 4 seasons of Red Sea at Red Sea Global. And then, we'll bring the families. I feel like it'd be awesome.
I definitely, sure.
And we'll hit that dark sky park. I feel like it'd be good.
Right. The one in Al-Ula, for sure.
Yeah. How far is that from the Red Sea? Like a couple hours by car? Or what
I think that, like, especially when you're thinking about Saudi tourism, you think about the whole West Coast, that whole stretch is like part of, the Red Sea. At least His Excellency Ahmed Al-Khatib was saying that when he was thinking about regions. So I guess if you're going to clump it all together, then it's all not that far.
But you could like drive it. Like, are there like, can you drive?
Yeah, you can drive Saudi. Like, you can drive all over Saudi. So why could you not drive up and down the coast? It's definitely drivable for sure. 100%.
Okay, cool.
I don't think the island is like, well, you can take your car to the islands.
No, they probably don't have the car ferry. I don't think the car ferry is ever coming to those 4 sister islands. I think they're going to try to keep them completely pristine. Around me, near my farm here, there are like hundreds of islands like that where people haven't really gone on. I think just because there's like, there's nothing here. But it's so cool because you like look at those islands and you're like, that's how it was like forever. Like nobody's like knocked down all the pine trees and built some offensive 12,000 square foot mansion. And it's just like kind of neat when you see things like that. I'm glad that Saudi Arabia is going the protective route for some of these, gems.
We were able to learn from regional mishaps, let's say. So when we started developing the coastline, it was like, actually, let's make sure that this stays as pristine as possible.